Hi everyone, it's Connie. Today is October 2nd. I think it's October 2nd, Thursday, and with another update. Several of you have asked, where's my update? And I realized I haven't done one for a while. I think the last one was at the end of July. At that time, I had shared that I'm just having a lot of neuropathy pain and neck and shoulder and arm pain. I've been in therapy since then, and it's gotten much better. I'm able to hold my head up. I'm able to sit still. I'm able to sit up for longer periods of time, and before I couldn't. And the pain is not keeping me awake at night. I have two physical therapists who have been great, and so when I go, I don't even do physical exercises. They just massage my nerves, and it has really helped a lot. And so I've been in therapy. It's good. This is my third month, and by the end of this month, I think we're gonna stop, and I'll just do exercise at home. But I'm so much better, and I'm so grateful to these beautiful women who has just really brought much healing to my body. Before I just wanted to cut off my arm, and now I just want to cut off this finger. Just the neuropathy in my right hand has really been hard. I do take gabapentin, and I'm not really sure if that is helping, but just so grateful that things have gotten so much better. And I think I shared last time I was back in the ER, and they found a blood clot. At first they weren't sure, and I did get a second opinion, and they were really not conclusive either. Anyway, so my doctor at that time wanted to just put me on blood thinners for 3 months and be done. But anyway, apparently the Avastin that I'm getting every 3 weeks causes blood clots. So she decided that I will be on blood thinners for the rest of my treatment time. And about 2 days ago, I was peeling some Asian pears, and I cut myself. And, I've been trying to be very careful not to get cuts or anything that would cause bleeding. And it was a small, cut, but the blood would not stop. It would not clot. And I held it, I put pressure on it for 15 minutes, and it still was bleeding. And so, a lesson learned. And so it was like 25 minutes later, like it's still, and so I just wrapped a Band-Aid over it really tight, and it was a scary moment for sure. It was a scary moment. The last time when I had my surgery, it was bleeding too, and at that time I was on blood thinners, and there was like blood all over too, and that was kind of scary. So I have to be careful with that. So it's been kind of busy. So and my last appointment back in August, my oncologist said, well, Connie, I don't think you're going to need the 15 maintenance chemo. It might be less. And I was so excited. And she said, I need to calculate how many you need. And then she was going to let me know. And I was so excited. So this past Monday, I had my chemo, and I asked her, so how many more do I need to have? Well, I didn't like the answer she gave me. She said, I need 20. I said, what do you mean 20? You said I need less than. So we're going to include the 4 that I had that was part of my regular protocol chemo. And then, so far, this was my 5th one. So far 9. So now I need 11 total. So, which was disappointing for sure. I'm thankful that I don't have a lot of side effects with the Avastin, and but it's still like I go in for blood work, I see the doctor, I see the nurse, and it's still, it's like a 4-hour, 5-hour ordeal. Well, not an ordeal, but it just so I was hoping for less, but 11 more to go. I'm actually on a medication called Lynparza, and I guess it's a lot of people take it for ovarian cancer, and side effects are fatigue and diarrhea and bleeding and nausea and so I've experienced some diarrhea, some loose stools, and just fatigue and nauseous. So wherever I go, I have my anti-nausea medicine with me wherever I go. So that hasn't been so great. So, but even yesterday, like I was in the bathroom all morning. I don't know if you need to know that, but yeah, even today, it's just, I'm trying to drink a lot of water as well too. Just very tired, just very fatigued, and my blood work on Monday, my hemoglobin was on the lower side, my white count, my red count, and my platelets all were kind of on the low side. So we're gonna keep watch, and I'm trying to eat. I am eating. I still don't know what I want to eat, but I'm eating. But I think salads are pretty good. It doesn't feel so heavy in my stomach, and it just feels very refreshing. Cooking, I've done a little, but not too much, because the thought of cooking still just overwhelms me, just the energy that that you have to put into it. So I don't know, it's still hard. It's still hard. But I'm eating. As you can see, I'm very plump. I've gained a lot of weight. A lot of it's due to medication as well, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But everyone's like, no, you should be worried about your weight right now. And but I feel like nothing looks good on me. So but I'm trying to do more walking. I am. And as you can see, my hair is growing out. When I touch my head, I don't feel my scalp anymore. I feel actual hair. So it's been growing out since August, and I think I have about a ½ inch now. And everyone tells me, it's coming in nicely, and people pay a lot of money for a haircut like this. But it's just, I'm grateful I have hair. And I can't wait for it to get longer so I could dye it, because people are so surprised I have dark hair. I said, this is my original hair color. I was always dyeing my hair so that it was always lighter. So I'm grateful for that as well. And so took my mom on her first vacation since I got sick last year. My mom's been pretty stressed, so I've been pretty stressed, and we're kind of stressing each other out as well. We went to LA to see family, and I think it was good. The flight was okay. Definitely she's aged. She was quite tired, but she was able to enjoy her time. I think she ate really well. There was a lot more food available over there than here. I don't think I ate too much. Like, my portions have changed. Can't eat like I used to, and I got sick one day and needed to be in bed for a little bit. But otherwise, overall, it was good to see palm trees. It was great to see the Pacific Ocean. Just love the water. Just love the water. And if God could give me a house facing the water, Lord. But so she did well. I did overall okay. And, we came back Saturday night, and it was good. It was good. And I'm looking forward to doing some more travel, as the doctor said I could travel. That's one of my loves, is to travel. I love to be on an airplane, and I love hotels with good sheets. So I'm grateful that I'm well enough that I could do these things. I'm tired, and I'm looking forward to going back to work, hopefully next month. I'm not sure if I could go back full time. I'm going to see if I could maybe work 4 days a week instead of 5, because the fatigue, the tiredness, it just, it does get to me. So we'll see if they would allow that. So since then, currently I'm not without a job. So they did terminate my employment, and I had to go on COBRA this month. So I'm paying like $800 something just for medical. I waived my dental and my vision for now. So I'm hoping to go back to work, so I'll have medical insurance again, because that's a lot of money to pay. And, you know, I'm on disability, so that's not a lot of money either. So, but grateful for that God has provided, you know, but I'm so grateful that, you know, I have known healing. I have known a miracle, because it was such a horrible diagnosis. And here I am alive and getting stronger, getting better. And I was telling a lot of people that I think I was very naive. I was very naive. I think I was, you know, I thought, okay, the chemo worked after the surgery. You know, I was going to get better. I was going to get better and things were going to be great, but it just got harder. Like if chemo week was, I was out for a week, but then I was getting better. And then, but after that, just one thing after another, I ended up seeing the pulmonologist because of the blood clot. And then he reviewed my CT scans with me because, you know, because they weren't sure if I truly had a blood clot, and he reviewed it with me and he said, yes, you do. And because of my shortness of breath, it was just so hard for me. And he thought maybe I was having some issues with my heart. And I told him, I was in the hospital and my heart seemed fine, but, you know, so we had to do all these more tests because he thought maybe the heart wasn't getting enough oxygen to the heart. So that's why I was having issues. And so I did a breathing test, some kind of breathing test, and it's like I'm on the border. So he's going to continue to watch. The heart came back. My ejection fraction's at 64%. So my shortness of breath has gotten much, much better. Sometimes I would be gasping for air, but now I'm not. I'm able to walk from my bedroom to the bathroom, or so I'm not having those days that I'm just slapping and just clenching onto something or grabbing onto something. So I'm so grateful for that. Again, I've been doing more walking and it's been better. But I, again, was so naive. I thought, after the 6th chemo and the surgery, I was going to be fine. And as I said, I wasn't fine. Just having this one issue after another was just really hard. And again, I might have looked good, but I wasn't feeling good. And even now, I'm much better, I'm much stronger, but, I'm still not myself. And I just realized this might take time really to feel normal again, or so I think I learned a lesson. I was very naive. So, people the doctor was like saying, you've had major surgery. You've had major surgery, and you had a major diagnosis. And so, I've come a long way. I've come a long way. And thank you for the prayers of so many who has really brought me thus far. And spiritually, it was hard at times, and I think just the last couple of months wasn't easy for me. But I'm getting better. I really am getting better. And as I said, as I get stronger, and going back to work, I'm afraid a little bit because I haven't been back to work, but I'm excited because I haven't been back to work, and so many things have changed at work as well with new owners. But I'm hoping that it'll be good. And I think one of the things that I'm learning through my own journey is how to relate to my patients even more. To understand their own journey too. And, again, I've been so grateful that, I've been kind of away from death. And recently a friend's husband died unexpectedly while I was traveling in LA. And so, you know, you just never know. Every day is really indeed a gift. And so I'm just thankful that I am alive, as that is God's purpose. So I want to live my life worthy, and I really do. So I hope I'm still teachable and that I could learn, and just grateful. So that's kind of where I am. So thank you, everyone. I hope you're doing well. So you take care until next time. Bye.